Okay, so this looks completely fake and staged. I'm talking about how they put the wrong card in the envelope for Best Picture at the Academy Awards, and Warren Beatty read La La Land won Best Picture, and all these people came up on the stage, and then they said, no, there's been a mistake. It's actually Moonlight that won. And the reason that I'm saying, there's many reasons why I'm saying this looks completely fake and staged. And the first reason is that what I call the controllers and what people call the Illuminati do things in patterns. Because when you create illusions, when you create lies, when you lied about something, it is unnatural in nature. The lie is going to be exposed because it's an abomination. It's not part of the purity of the godly system. And so the way to combat that, I talk about this extensively in my book, The Choice. The way to combat that for people who are liars and magicians and illusionists is to repeat the same lies over and over again and repeat the same patterns of behavior, because the lie needs like booster shots to keep it strong. And so these people in what I call the controllers, the Illuminati, anybody with this that works with dark energy becomes compulsive. There's a compulsive there's a compulsive set of behaviors and attitudes that props up the illusions that they're creating, also within themselves, because they're lying to themselves. Because the natural world is trying to clean off anything that's impure. And so if it doesn't get booster shots, the lie would be exposed. So what do we see? Repetitive patterns. We see this with all these fake and staged shootings that we've seen over the years. But what happened last year at the Miss Universe pageant? Well, the wrong name was read. Do you remember that? That was 2016, just last year. And then you have this situation where a year later, the same exact screw up happens. But because our society is played out, people are just losing interest in the things that they used to watch, like say the Oscars and say the Super Bowl. And to keep things relevant, because of people are, our attention spans have gotten less and less, and our society is so played out, doing the same old things over and over again. They got to keep things like fresh, and they got to insert things to make them interesting and go viral. And this thing is going viral. This video of Best Picture, so many people just didn't care. La La Land wasn't a good movie. I saw it, kind of awful movie in different ways. So they got to insert some sort of controversy in it. Just like with the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl, they went for the big kahuna. Like, they didn't just go with, all right, the Patriots win. They had to have this monumental miracle-like comeback. And that's why it looks so fake and staged. Like, it had to be impossible what the Patriots did. And so this is the same sort of thing with this Best Picture, because why not have this little glitchy thing happen for Best Supporting Actor, one of those technical awards that nobody cares about, where they read the wrong thing and then, no one would care. It wouldn't be a big deal. This is the biggest award of the night. Best movie, Best Picture, and the highlight, the end of the Oscars, and they stepped all over it. And so, come on, this is fake, just ridiculous. And award shows are about ritualistic humiliation. We've seen this happen before in many of these other award shows. And of course, Jimmy Kimmel is sort of like the king of humiliation. He does these things. I've talked about how he has connections to Freemasonry. His studio that he does his show from is an old Freemasonic lodge, and he has humiliated many stars. He has that thing, the mean tweets thing. And so this goes hand in hand with him being the master, the grand poobah, the master of ceremonies. And the final piece to this is apparently this movie Moonlight, which I hadn't heard about, wasn't at any movie theater that I heard about, but it says Moonlight is about a young boy struggling with poverty and his sexuality in Miami. And it's a film that's basically stars black people. And black people got more Academy Awards than anybody else. So this was a film about, I guess, a young black, possibly gay young man. And they didn't get this award cleanly, which happens quite often when they give awards to black people. When black people are celebrated, they often do things in a way where they get like a little bit, just not, they don't get it cleanly. There's always some sort of controversy about it. And again, last year there was a complaint that many black people weren't getting good roles and good scripts and these things, and then next year they win more Oscars than ever before. This is completely staged and contrived. Again, it's not coming out of some organic process. Everything is scripted. They create these illusionary, the whole thing is like a giant movie. All these reality TV shows, the lives of the celebrities, I've covered this. And this is the way they keep you interested, because the Oscars is god-awfully boring. I forgot how god-awfully boring it was. I made a video about this. So they had to do something to spice it up, to make it interesting or whatever, make it go viral. And this is what they did. And there's other implications here in terms of the Freemasonic culture, the Illuminati culture, and all these types of things. The humiliation aspect of it and all of it. The idol worship. But again, it's a lie. It's all artificial. They just have to create these illusions. There's nothing that happens organically in these things anymore, which makes it even worse. All right, this is Paul Romano reporting from the apocalypse. Everybody have a blessed day.